Alright. I'm back. Early morning this time, actually. It's, well, relatively early for me. It's 1 o'clock. But I finally got all the stuff to make it. I'm going to make a little bit extra, though, because it's high instability. Oh, I'm still here. Oh, I still have stone in me. I decided kind of on a whim that I wanted to do this because I want to do this on stream because I love the infusion altar and I do actually want to show that off. It's a really interesting part of a mod pack that part of the mod pack I really do not enjoy playing with mostly. So I'm gonna head back to base like usual. I'm actually gonna check my levels, so I need to change my equipment and stuff. I need Caster Gauntlet, Thomnicon, Thomnomicon, Nomnomnomicon, Withering Helmet for Googles of Revealing, so I can actually see the levels of stuff. Okay. I'm actually going to start by placing majority of the items in this room. Now I need to think about how I want to place these. Okay. That'd be best for those. But I need to look at the chest again. I think I have 8 doubles. Which makes this kind of difficult to place. Yeah, I have 8 doubles. Take the void metal ingots too. Okay, so the worst places are these ones. So, void metal, void metal, void metal, void metal. Then I grab a liquid death. There, 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 and there. I go back and grab more. None of that stacks. Okay. I'm putting most of my stuff in the inventory here just because it makes my job later easier. Withering Helm can go in there, and that's everything I need. Well, almost everything I need. I'll have to do some other stuff, but yeah. Viz Amulet I want to put here and here. Put the Mundane Ring there. Because I tried to do this last time, but then I looked it up, and I had to have Runic Shield 3 on these two, the Mundane Rings. Okay. Put the blank foci in those two. Scribe tools in those two. That might work better than what I was thinking before. Okay, first things first, I want to check the levels on some of these. Okay, so that's got 280. I do want to put more into those. 150, 150. Hopefully that's enough of those. That one I don't need. So I just might make some extra of that. These. Hopefully I don't need more, but... Okay, I want more Ignis, because I want these in air. Okay. Okay. So I want more Aurum, Ignis, and air. I'll start with the Ignis and air because they're relatively easy to make. I'll take half of these. Because that should give me 20, hopefully. And if it doesn't give me a full 20, I'll make enough to give me a full 20. I have more files now because I was doing research type stuff to be able to get the warding shields, and yeah. It ended up consuming a lot of files of material. So I made a lot more files. And I say file, it might be vial or whatever. I really don't know. Pronunciation on some of those words is difficult for me. And I want like 25 Ignis, which I have a lot more than 25 of in here because I was doing some stuff that gave me Ignis. Not much stuff gives you air. A lot of stuff gives you Ignis. Apparently. And then I'm going to make some more of the, I think it's Aurum. And I'm pretty sure that the thing I was doing to do that was platinum armor. Okay, clear that. Because platinum, I think, only has Ignis and... No, platinum was for the armor. The actual, like, armors thing, these ones. No, which is in this one. Sorry. That one. That was for the platinum armor. I need to figure out what I did for Aurum now. Red. There you are. Okay. I need to remember what I did for Aurum. Because I went a little bit extra because stability does make a difference. Nether stars. Oh man, I'm going to be making a lot of other stuff too then. Alright. I only want a couple. Let's see here. Okay, let's actually check the... Let's grab one block. Break it down. How much does that give me? 10 each. So that's 5 crystals each. I want to get about 64 crystals. So I need 2 blocks worth of nether stars. Well, total, but I'll take the extras there. I can put these in 8 at a time. So I'll put the extra 3 in there after I do that 8 at a time aspect. Yeah. Take all of those. I'm going to grab... Do I have quartz in here? Yes, I'm going to grab that quartz and break it down. Give myself some extra. Alright. Nothing in there right now. Yeah. The transition to 8 really fills it up a lot. And yeah, this is how I made the Aurum to put in that stuff. A bunch of this. I think I did that on stream, actually, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think my last stream involved making the Aurum because it was so time-consuming and I wanted to work on it. And I want to have extra Aurum because stability, I found out while I was doing the rings, because one of the ring recipes was, like, built to be unstable, pretty much. Entirely, like, built to just wreck it, your stability. If it gets too unstable, some of the items can get knocked off the stands, which leads to it wasting essentia. It starts loading in excess essentia. Seven, 8, 9, or 8, actually. Yeah, I put in 8. Okay. Those extra 3 after this grouping I'll put away because, yeah. Okay, it's starting to progress more without emptying fully. I'm washing the tank to try to not completely run out of water. Oh boy, still got a lot more to do. This gives a lot of Ordo, this gives a lot of alienness, but I need the Aurum, because Aurum is very rare. I might already have another stack of Aurum, but I'll have to check it here. I'll check when I finish off this grouping. Or finish off the next grouping, I should say. When I've already made enough. Okay, that's plenty, actually. Let's put these back in this compressor. There we go. Recover 2 blocks. Let's put these crystals away. And then see if we can find Aurum. Spiritus was annoying. A lot of the recipes was using Spiritus. No, I don't want to put an extra 50 in each. Let's put away the other ones first. Then I can think about it. Alright. Let's do 2 stacks worth. And spread it out between the 2. Because this should make at least 10, so at least 100. Well, at least like 10 files worth, so at least 100. And yes, I have more files now because I realized they're actually really easy to make. I thought they were slightly more difficult to make. They're really easy to make. And since I streamlined my chickens up there, I can get a lot more glass a lot easier. Well, somewhat streamlined. It still takes a while for stuff to show up, but it's going a lot faster than it did before. Nine, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's take these. 1, 1, 1, 1. I might make more of some of the others just because I'm scared. Like, if I don't make enough, I'm really going to be screwed over for this. Because we'll be constantly losing stability and spending more of the other resources in such a way where I won't be able to keep up. Yeah. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yep. Not be surprised if that's the last full vial. That was the last full vial. Alright. Also going to put these last two in here because, oh boy, this uses a lot. 1. Alright. Now, these ones, I'll make 50 more of each of the base elements, I think. Yeah, I'm going to make 50 more of each of the base elements, which means I need more air. Need more air crystals. So, we come over here, grab 1 stack of those, cut that stack to 16? 16. No, even less than 16, to 8. We grab a ton of these. We go down here. We go inventory, throw those 8 in. Okay. Should actually be able to put in. See how many we can manage. Alright, so you are able to put in 16 without it overflowing. That's good to know for future. Yep. That purple stuff exploding out of there is flux. You don't want flux, but I don't really care right now. I just want to get the Crimson Rites built. And I'm hardly ever using Viz anyway, and that's for casting spells, which I never figured out how to do. Fill up slightly. 94 means it means 42 left to get, or 47 actually. 46. God, my brain's not going good. 8 left. There we go. And that was more than enough air. So we put all that in there. The vitreous, which we have a ton of. Okay, put those back in my inventory. And we grab 1 stack of these. Let's actually go over here and redeposit these. So I don't need them. Cook up the stack. One, 2. Watching the audio readout too. Still 0. 3. 4. 'Aw. Oh well, I already have 200. I don't know why air seems to be the worst one for like giving you back stuff. I guess I'd given me less than the 150 that the others got from 3 stacks. Next, Ignis. Ignis. Let's do Ignis next. Wrong one. I was about to drop all these in there. Alright. Ignis. This will probably use up the last of that coal block, just waiting for this to build up into this. 1. 2. God. 3. 4. Let's see if it gets to 5. I don't know if it will. Nope, just like air. Ignis Essentia. Alright. Then we'll do Terra. Terra. I'm actually going to grab Ordo while I'm waiting for Terra. Actually, we'll grab Aqua while waiting for Terra. 1, 2. I can actually still cook the Aqua one with that. Lasts long enough. Wonderful. 3, 4. Let's see if this gets to 5. This one did get to 5, and a little bit extra. 56 from Terra. And then we go back. 1, 2 from Aqua. We check the thing. It's basically burnt out anyway. 3. 4. 10. 50. 55 for Aqua. Sounds good. Alright. What are the other ones we'll need? Herba. Preconcio. Exanimus. I'm not sure how much of that I have. Instrumentum, I'm not going to have much of. Alienness, I have plenty of. Vitium, I can get easily, but yeah. I'll check to see how much we have of each of those. Oh, we have over a stack of Instrumentum. That's helpful. How much of Vitium? Over a stack of Vitium? That's really helpful. The other question was Exanimus. Oh, we got over a stack of Exanimus. We got... Alright. Let's grab a stack of Ordo. Stack of Perdicio. Throw these both in here. Throw in the Ordo first. Then we'll throw in the Perdicio while the Ordo builds up here. We're getting a lot of burn off on that Perdicio. Hopefully we get enough from it. 3. 4. 5. Wait for it to build up. Release that. And we go the way the Ordo Essentia. And we come back. We come over here. Let's grab the Exanimus. Come over here. Throw that into cook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 5. Oh, exactly 50 from Perdicio. 5. Let's go grab an instrumentum. Pop that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And wait for the X-Animus to stop building up. 53, okay. X-Animus was in this one. I'm just trying to make sure I have enough, because this recipe takes a lot, actually. Herba. I remember it needs herba. 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 I come over here. Frequencio I need. And I got instrumentum cooking right now. Alienus and Vitium. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Only got 4 from this, but that's fine. Because I only need 64. I'm just putting in extra in case something messes up. Because I'm expecting it to mess up. Did I avoid it? Yes. Then we need Precontio. Precontatio. Whoop. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Then 51 from that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I come back over here. I'll grab Alienist this time. Get cooked. 30 so far. Drink. See if we get to 50. We got to 50. Ooh, a bunch past 50 actually. 56. Nice job, Precontatio. The last one. Alienus, we had that, we had that, we had that. Alienus, Precontatio. Vitium. Excuse me. I just drank some soda, so that was a soda burp. Woo. Ooh, only 48. That's sad. Alright, Alienus. I'm almost ready to actually do the reaction. It's just I wanted to have some extra. Because, yeah, like I said, if something goes wrong, it starts consuming that stuff really fast. And with how slow I gather it, that can lead to a backlash cycle if I don't have enough excess when I start. 39. I'm putting in just a little bit more because I do not want 39. Ah. Alright. Sometimes I move too fast. There we go. Because I didn't want to put in that little, basically. Alright. I'm going to drop everything else from my inventory. Just because it'll make certain things faster and easier to do later. Whew. Alright. Time to do this. And this looks really cool when it's going off. Okay. See that 0 to 1.6 loss per cycle? That's the scary part, because it just dropped to stable. As it gets more unstable, that loss decreases, but as it gets more unstable, you're more likely to have just something go incredibly wrong. Unstable, okay. You keep an eye on it. You keep an eye on the whole thing now. Watch all the pedestals as best as you can. Okay, we got all the aqua in. Still going good. Still going good. Stability's still dropping, most likely. Okay. Still watching. Still watching. Still doing good. Oh, there we go. What? Did it just consume that? That's hard to make. I need to use this to make that. Can I stop it? I can't stop it. Okay. Yeah, that just straight up consumed it. It doesn't usually consume it. Like, I had that issue happen before, but it didn't consume the thing. It just placed it next to it. Fuck, that sucks. So I need to have extra of all those items. This isn't going to complete. I don't know what to do. I can't... How do you... I gotta take the thing out. Because that can't complete now. I'm not going to be able to do it today again. That fucking sucks. I fucking hate Thaumcraft. The coolest fucking part of it gets ruined by that shit. Alright. Give me back my stuff. I'm not going to be able to do that today. Like, I really freaking wanted to. The whole point of this stream. The title's a lie now. I thought I'd be able to do it. Because the last time that I had stuff like that happen, the item was still there. The item didn't just disappear. It was still there. It just got knocked off the pedestal. Those straight up fucking disappeared. Of course, the ones that disappeared, Liquid Death, I can handle that. I have a cows making that. I have 20 buckets of Liquid Death available if I need it. The one that disappeared is the one I can't craft without this. Because to make these, you have to do infusion anyway. That, god fucking damn it. Ruined my favorite fucking part of this mod pack. Ruined my favorite part of this specific mod, not the mod pack in general, because the mod pack in general is better than this fucking mod. I don't even know how to get rid of this. I have to, like, break it entirely now. And place it back there to get rid of that bullshit. Fibrous taint, I actually have to break that too. Then I have to place shit on those blocks so that... God fucking damn this. Ruining my favorite part of this fucking mod. Yeah, it said stuff could happen. I saw instability in some of these other ones. When I was making the fucking rings, I saw a lot of instability because of the way you fucking designed it. God fucking damn it. God, I'm sorry. I am sorry. That was bullshit. That was just bullshit. There's no two ways around it. That was bullshit. It told me stuff could happen. I saw the stuff that could happen, and I prepared for that stuff. Then completely different things happened that didn't happen before. I'm acting really frickin' pissed off. I'm not pissed off. I'm frickin' depressed. Really, is what it comes down to. I'm dejected. I am hurt. I am in pain. Because that sucked. That just sucked. How many of each of those items am I going to have to make? Am I going to have to make like 20 of each? Half of them don't stack. Literally, like 75% of them don't stack. You have a limited fucking inventory, you piece of fucking shit. God fucking damn it. It's going to take hours upon hours to prepare for this now. It took hours to make these. It's going to take days to prepare for the fact that it just might randomly decide to fuck off half of them. God fucking damn it. The bucket was still there, apparently. This is just gone. The other blank advanced focus is just gone. It just vanished. There's nothing over here for it. It was there. It's not there anymore. That's just gone. Fuck you, Thaumcraft. Just fuck you. God, fuck you. The fucking hell and back, you piece of fucking shit. God fucking damn it. I was so excited. I was so excited, so interested, and so happy to actually do this. To show off the thing that I actually kind of like about it, and they fucking ruined that too. By not telling you everything. By not making it clear. By making it impossible to do correctly. I'm filling that room with fucking skulls to try to get that stability as high as I fucking can to gain for it. I'm going to show that off, because putting down... I have a lot of wither skeleton skulls. Putting down some skulls, you have to keep it symmetrical, but you put them down, and it's supposed to help with that. The problem is you have to keep it symmetrical on, like, all planes. So, that... Since there's nothing here on those 5, I can't place anything on those 5 on any of the walls. That. Fuck it. That. Like I said, I can't place any of those fucking 5, so I have to break these ones. Three, 4, okay. And this one over here, that. Come back to this corner, that. I want to fill the fucking entire ground with them too. That. I don't want to go more than too high if I can even go too high. Yeah. Fuck that. God. Sorry you had to, like, if you're watching this, sorry, or if you watch this later, sorry that I had such a fucking breakdown about that, but God, you don't... I did, like, a third of the work on stream. that it took to make the items for this. Maybe a quarter of the work on stream, actually. No, no, not even that. I spent over a day making those things and doing the stuff to make those things. I thought that'd be enough. I thought, hey, over a day is enough time for it to give you something. No, it says no. Fucker. Triple that. Quadruple that. Can't place it on top of those. That is literally every skull I can place and still have it have good stability. Unless I can place it on the ceiling. I can't place it on the ceiling. I don't even know if that's going to make a fucking difference. And I'm not going to know for some time. That just... Oh my god. I was prepared to deal with like the liquid showing up and messing with the stuff. Because I had that happen with the second level of the ring. Because it's terribly designed for stability. Because you put 3 items on it and it's supposed to be symmetrical in a game that uses squares for placement. It's supposed to be like universally symmetrical and it just doesn't work. So it had very high instability, like more so than the 3rd level. And I dealt with the liquid showing up and knocking something off the pedestal before, so I was expecting that. Just deleting one of the objects off a pedestal, I was not prepared for. I could not have been prepared for. I need to think. I need to work on something else. Let's head to the mining dimension. I haven't been here in a while, so it's going to take a minute for it to load. There we go. Alright. Where's my pickaxe? Damn it. Okay, give me a second again. I'll go do the animals. Considering I've been streaming for half an hour and I haven't touched them yet. There's my pickaxe. They're not going to give me anything either. Why would they? I've only been doing this for days. I've only done it over 100 times. I've only done it hundreds of times at this point. It only has a 2% chance of showing up. It only should have shown up about 6 times by now. To actually hit that 2%. It's only acting at like a 0.25% chance instead. That's not too far off from 2. A solid 2. That's only an 1/8 of it. I have 2 ingots of that because I left it running overnight. So I'm actually quite close to getting the last 2 singularities I need to make an actual catalyst. I had 11 before. I did not sleep well last night. I have been experiencing nerve pain in my leg, and I've been doing a bunch of exercises for it. And last night, part of the exercises is in hip motion and working on the outward hip joints, basically the outward muscles there, and working on my core muscles. I've been doing it for over a week, like every day. I was in such muscle pain, so sore and just It had built up so bad I could not sleep last night. At all. I just could not sleep. I played this some, but most of it I just spent laying in bed just trying to fall asleep and nothing was happening because I was just in pain. So I'm exhausted. Being able to do the Crimson Rites was giving me energy because I could finally move on, finally do something else, finally actually fucking finish fucking Thaumcraft. And it said no. We're not fucking done torturing you yet. If you are wondering if my content's for kids, why are you wondering? I'm 25. I don't want to ever have kids. I don't ever want to interact with kids anymore. I've had to interact with kids as part of stuff for like school. And although I work well with kids, I really don't like them. It's extremely aggravating for me to work with them. Probably related to my autism spectrum stuff. Just the unreasonable, just like randomness that a child just finds inherent in their life just kind of sets me off. Their matter-of-fact acceptance of anything stated to them, which a lot of people are guilty of, even as adults. I do well with them, though. I do. Which gives off the... I had a fun thing happen when I was... It's kind of an awkward thing, but it was fun. When I was doing... It's called... People to People. When I was doing that student exchange type thing. Or student program type thing. I went to China. Only one I actually did. Didn't get invited back. Or I don't think I ever got another chance. I don't know if I got another chance or not, like if I ever, because I don't remember doing anything else or even like applying again or anything, but yeah, that's only the one time. I would have liked to have done it more, but oh well. I need my torches. So... I'll come off it. 3. Okay. This is that light. Okay. They had, as part of it, going to China and stuff, we did something at like a daycare or something with kids, or like an elementary school, something with younger kids, and I was doing well with them. I did well with them. Like, visibly well with them. And afterwards, another one of the, like, student ambassador people, girl, was like, you're good with kids. I'm like, yeah, fucking hate them. I didn't swear, but I'm like, you do good with kids. And I'm like, yeah, don't like them, though. Genuinely don't like them. Brrr. Not in the mood, zombie. Not in the frickin' mood. Oh, that's dead. Would that be the layer I put on? I think this would be the layer I put on. So, 1, 2, 3. Torch. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, like, you can tell from when I poured it in here if you watch the previous videos, I haven't touched this place in quite some time. So, I actually have to make sure that stays lit up. The easiest way to do that would be to... That's too tall. Yep. The easiest way to do that would be to go like that, so that nothing spawns here. Is the issue. Alright. Okay. You go back in there. And then we go. Three, four. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. What the? Stonium. Oh, that's that stuff. I don't know what happened to my pet. I don't even know where my pet is right now. Because this game gives you a rock pet when you spawn in. You get a little like package that has a pet in it. And this is the stuff you feed to it. It's kind of a weird thing. Starting to feel slightly better, but it still is like heartbreaking. So much time and effort to just be taken away instantaneously. And so much time and effort required to prevent that in the future. Okay. Alright, let's make sure we got everything so far. Looks like it. I have a feeling any instant I'm going to like bust through into a cave. I'm keeping an eye on that. Oh, I didn't take the item I want to use here, actually. The really nice barrier paving stones they're wonderful. That's honestly, now that I know how the infusion actually is a fucking trap of bullshit, the paving stone stuff is actually really interesting and would be quite nice on a non-Stoneblock world, like a world without jetpacks. I think they'd be really nice. They allow for very interesting mechanisms to be made, and they can prevent things from roaming too far without more complex machinations. You can really cordon off certain areas and prevent stuff from escaping. They're really actually nice and useful. It's a pity the rest of the pack is a piece of shit. It broke my fucking heart. Give me a break. Like, I'm not really exaggerating even. Like, that was days of work. Hours upon hours. Building up to something I was so excited for. I started streaming hours before I usually do so I could do it. So I could get it done. Show you all what I was so excited for. What I liked. I finally found something I fucking had a little bit of enjoyment from the mod. And it was just torn away from me almost instantaneously. Just crushing. I don't know why they included it. There's some nice stuff, sure, but there's like 15 other mods in here that do all that nice stuff without being a piece of shit about it. Without being tedious, without being bullshit randomness, without compromising so much of the experience. And of course they made it the fucking quest book so you can't even avoid it, like Botania. I haven't touched Botania because it's the main thing that Botania was useful in Sky Factory was having relatively easy access to unlimited dirt. You know how you make dirt in this? You can fucking make as much as you fucking want. I can make a fucking machine of it. I probably have a double chest or something full of it back at base. Botania and that type of magic stuff has so many limitations, has so many built-in restrictions and aspects that the learning curve is not worth the reward. It almost never is. yeah, there's some useful stuff 50 hours into the mod if you can build all the things on the version of the mod that your game's running, because some versions of those mods can't do everything that the mod says it can do. It's just not in there. And it's hard to tell what version of the mod you're actually running in these mod packs. There's just... I'm going to do the Crimson Rites off stream. There we go. I'm sorry. I wanted to show it off. I'm doing it off stream in case something else goes wrong. I don't want to have a freaking breakdown fully on stream like I almost had there. Ooh, iron. Hi. Oh, you could take a full hit. Nice. Good job. Oh. Another one of you. Here's my torches. Lights. Lights. Lights there. I'll be back with barrier stones later. Put a light there. Go ahead. Let me help you kill that. Pick up some of these pieces. Light there. Oh, it blew the torch off the wall, I think. Light there. Go into space. Oh my god, I need to clean up some of this stuff because it is a nightmare to try to traverse right now. Nightmare of half paths and quarter paths. Hiding the way to go. Okay. Head in this direction. Still laying stuff up as we go. Skeleton. Did I give fucking... Okay. I got an experience thing from one of those. I'm gonna have to make chests for enemy drops as well. Tiny skeleton, those are really annoying to fight. Got some of that stuff. My torch got blown up. Over here. Dimensional shard ore. Amberstone. Okay. Let's grab that too. Some of that's gonna be left behind, which sucks, but... Oh, I need that rare earth mineral, so... I'll be right back. Okay. I hope some. I'll organize more in a minute. I want to make sure I get this stuff before it despawns. And yeah, going through this area is going to be more exciting for sure, but it's also going to be very frustrating for me. Do I have a diorite chest? That's andesite. No. Okay, so diorite goes there. I'll put the... I have the rare earths at home. I do remember that. Rotten flesh, I'll put down here. I'll put the mob drops down here to start. Because otherwise it's going to be... I need to put the blood in one, because otherwise that's going to be really annoying. Stonium can go here. Tin can go there. Cinnabar, there. I might need to make more barrels. And I'll take that home with me. What's missing from there? I don't know. Yeah. Ember. For the heck of it there. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Main thing, since there's a hole here, I need to raise the ceiling some. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going in that hole. Another thing is I can get rid of that section there, because the way you walk around. I'm just smoothing it out some. I'm not necessarily making it perfect, just enough so that I'm not constantly getting caught. Yeah, I'm going to need more of those barrels. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Fucking, yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. Another pocket of it. Another pocket of something else. Directly connected to the previous pocket. And then up here we got our uranium. Oh my god, there's more. Freaking cinnabar ore. Ah, my mouse got stuck for a second. Oh my god, it's so tall I can't even reach the top. Okay. Okay. Now we grab this. Oh my god. Stop giving me more deposits. What the Draconium ore, of course. Okay, I don't seem to be going any further down at this point. So, okay, then we go. And we go over here. Grab that. fucking hate spawning stuff. I have enough light here. Where did you even come from? Up here? I wasn't even getting close to this yet. Okay. Oh my god, just all of you. Just go away. Don't care. Put one there. Another fucking creeper. I might need to upgrade my swords, but I don't have any upgrade slots available. It's like shards or sports ore. Oh my god, there's still more. Give me my torch. Okay. Further in this direction. That's the end of the cave. Wow. Yeah, I'm being mostly quiet. Sorry about just being sound and stuff. This is a large cave system, relatively close into my starting point. And I'm still getting lost in mostly. I'm going back, trying to collect my stuff that got blown up, trying to prevent more stuff from spawning. Fucking zombies. Freaking skeleton with armor. That. Go there, go there. There. This hole. There. Think that's all the spawning spots? I think so. Let me see if I can get thorns on this later. Oh my god, I have too much stuff. I actually want that brain, but I can't physically pick it up. Oh my god, there's more up here. Okay, that appears to be... Oh. There we go. Okay. See if I can figure out how to get back home now. This way. Yep. This way. Yep. This way. Maybe. Nope. That was where the creeper was. And up here. There it is. My god. Yeah, when I clear out that stuff, it's going to get a lot easier to navigate. Yellowite ore. Gravel. Let's throw as much away as we can. Okay, like almost none. All right. Okay. Blood. Arrows. Coal goes in one of these too because I can't be bothered. Okay, made some progress. Monster-proof majority of this. Cave system, which I'll go out and strip clean on by myself mostly. I'm going to try to harvest this draconium. Oh god. Ah, fucking just random assholes. From creepers and shit. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm wearing that thing, so I get knowledge from doing stuff. Whatever that's worth. You get knowledge from getting experience. More shit, because it doesn't actually give me theories, apparently. I have plenty of the actual straight-up knowledge. I need theories. I didn't realize there wasn't theory anymore. That's pretty nice to find, actually. I don't really need... Well, actually, I do need a lot of Ethereum because I want to try to make those seeds later. Dimensional shards. We'll have to look up later what those are used for. That's a pretty nice result, actually. So now I can go up. Bypass a good portion of that in the future. Oh. Down here. Go away some of this stuff. I'll work on organizing this more in the future. But right now, cool. Prosperity. Charge Surge Quartz Crystal. Let's go up to, by the way, the granite. No, andesite, by the way. Black Quartz ore, I got it, by the way. I had 10. I also have some aluminum. I got some of that. Okay. Making progress, alright. Let's go do a little bit more. Probably going to end the stream soon because I've been noticing I've been really silent for a majority of it at this point because I'm concentrating so much on this without actually having people to talk to and like notifications and stuff coming through, which without feeling like I should check the chat is a better way of saying it. I tend to just autopilot through when I'm mining. I'm not really thinking that much. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just doing a task. Rip. 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 Rip, rip, rip. Okay, that little catch there is annoying the heck out of me. Alright. Because if it's not 3 high, it actually gets really difficult to go through with a jetpack. I'm getting annoyed by that hole, too. A lot of stuff's just annoying me. If you haven't noticed. Boop, boop, beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, boop, boop, beep, bop, boop, boop, beep, bop, boop, boop, beep. Woo. Rip it up. Rip it up. Shoop it, shoop it, shoop. Down, go up. I might have to kill those bats later because they keep scaring me. Alright. I'm going to fill up my inventory with different blocks. I'm going to drop those off. Probably go back to the main dimension for a minute just to check on how everything's doing. And yeah. I'll probably stop the stream at that point. Because, yeah, I've been going for over an hour. And I haven't been talking much since I got to the mining dimension here because I've been concentrating so hard on what's happening on the actual thing. Oh, red marks. Something blow up down here? Oh, this is where you were. Top. God, this is actually like really low. Still, like I have to get to 250 something, and I'm currently in like the something. I don't know. Anyway, there's some drops here apparently. These are just arrows. So my inventory is now full. You go back to the entrance. Drop off some. Blech. Drop off some of this. Is that right? Tin. Aluminum. Iron. Up here. Cinnabar. Red. Granite. Andesite. Arrows. Bunch of those. That's what I'm missing. What do they usually keep there? I need to think for a second. Oh, this too. Oh, torches. I'm like, I have to check back on my footage from other ones. have a yellow shimmering mushroom now. Okay. Alright. No, this. That's what I usually keep there. Okay. That makes sense. Alright. I'm gonna head back to base. Which I have to scroll through a lot of options now. Over here. That. Free Inferium. Drop off the apples. Come over here, go in here. Here have an egg. New type of egg. Take that silicon. Take that silicon, I'll take the saplings. Those shouldn't be in here. I'll leave the food in there for now. That bow I want to put somewhere else. Okay. So saplings can go in here. Silicon can go in here. The bow can go over here. Where did I put the rare earth metal? Let's check. Nope. This chest? Oddly enough, this chest. I'm putting it in this one. Ugh. Get off the trying. Reorganize that some. Okay. Check how you're doing. 19 blocks. Wow. 1. Did you guys progress while I was gone? Yes. Okay. How are you doing? You made one. Yay. Alright. I'm going to stop streaming soon because I haven't been talking for a good portion of this, getting distracted and all that. Like I've said several times already, and I keep repeating myself because I'm just going in cycles. Because the thing I wanted to do didn't work. Yeah, that progressed while we were gone. That's good. Smeltery. This thing was nice when you have just like individual ingots of certain things. I need to work on making barrels and barrel upgrade patterns because I only have 4 infinity upgrades left. How many of the blank barrel upgrades left do I have? What? I'm only going to make 1 stack of barrels, which means I need to make a stack of chests. Which means I need 62 chests, which it takes 2 blocks of wood to make 1 chest. So if we take away 4 blocks of wood, break these down to wood, I will have enough for almost a full stack of checks. Checks. Yes, checks, the cereal. The cereal? I don't know. I'm saying random words at this point, trying to make stuff last long enough. There we go. 1 stack of chests, blank barrel upgrades, iron barrels. Then I take these blank barrel upgrades, only need 1, because here's the fun thing. How many nether stars are in here? 7, okay. You just combine it with 1 nether star, 1 barrel upgrade, 1 nether star, 64 infinite capacity upgrades. If I put these 2 up there, does it combine them? No. You do actually have to place it to use it on them, but yeah, it's a good return on investment. If I actually check to see how much it... The barrels have pretty good return on investment. To make a blank barrel upgrade, which is what I use to upgrade the chest, you get 16 for that much. The hardest thing to get is paper early game. That's why I have so many drawers, because they just take wood. The chests actually, the barrels actually take paper. Yeah. What is that? Oh, that's the map from the other place because I'm not in that chunk. That's still a loaded chunk from the mining dimension, I think. The map's glitching slightly. Ooh. Go this way. Excuse me. I'm going to replace this dirt. I'm actually going to work on that. So, I don't know the next time I'm going to stream because I have a lot of work to do, a lot of busy work that I'm not going to be very talkative with unless I can get my brother to, like... I wonder, does Discord come through on these streams? I'm not sure. Might have to look that up or something. Because if I can figure out a time to talk with my brother while I'm doing this, that'd probably be good. Speaking of which, Chris has been watching this since like the beginning type thing, and he's watched a lot of them, been there live, and I appreciate that very much. My other brother, because I have two brothers and a sister, and I'm the youngest, by the way, so even though I'm 25 and was born in the 90s and grew up in the early 2000s, I dealt with a lot of stuff from the late 80s to 90s. Because my oldest brother, Chris, is 11 years older than me. So, yeah. I had exposure to different things. I love Transformers. I'm going to talk about this for a moment while I work on this. I love Transformers. It's one of my favorite like toy properties ever, just conceptually and all this other stuff. I know they started out by stealing like all the designs from other existing smaller companies, pretty much. Because like they merged several pre-existing toy lines with like slight variation to their own and just repackaged a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of shady in that aspect. Close. It's kind of sad to get rid of all that grass, but I can make grass relatively easily nowadays. But yeah, I am really lucky when it comes to Transformers that the first series I like really paid attention to and really watched as it was going was Armada. People don't think about Armada that much. Armada had some of the best characterization outside of Beast Wars. Also, my brother Nick had like rips of Beast Wars and a server full of them, like a little storage device full of them from when I was even a kid. So that contributed a good portion to me enjoying it as well. Is I watched like primarily two of the best series of the entire thing for character and making things actually matter. Like straight up, I missed an episode when I was younger. I came back to watch the next episode. The next episode started with a summary of the previous episode, where one of the main characters of the series was shown to have been killed and sucked into Unicron at the end of the previous episode. And they start the next episode with a shot of his sword impaled in the ground from when he was trying to keep himself from being sucked off the planet. It's morbid, sure, but it's really interesting and a fascinating move that a lot of stuff wouldn't go to at that time. Of course, my generation had a lot of cartoons that were starting to play around more with morbid fascination. We had the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, which was a great show for some part, which some parts were great, some parts were meh and don't age that well. We had so many things that were encoded, just the stuff that wouldn't have happened even like a generation previous. I have all those barrels with me. I forgot it does that when you have other barrels in your inventory, because I haven't held any other barrels in a while. But all this stuff that just never would have happened. No, I didn't actually use it. because it did that. All right, there we go. All this shows all these very interesting concepts that just they were playing around with morbid fascination, dealing with topics that kids never had to really deal with in the past. And I was growing up in a generation that 9/11 happened when I was a kid. I didn't see any of the news coverage. I don't know what I was doing the day it happened, but somehow I like missed all of that really for quite a while. It was years before I really understood what 9/11 was, and it happened when I was 7. 6 technically, because I turned 7 like a month later. Yeah, it was a different era. I'm going to make some of this, and I'm going to keep talking for a minute longer. But shows and things, it's hard to say that it matured, but it was more like they realized that just showing a world that's all fun and games the whole time doesn't really help. It doesn't really prepare them for anything. I mean, sure, a show doesn't have to prepare you for something, for life in general, but it can just be entertainment. But if it's all entertainment, if that's all it is, it doesn't leave an impression. It doesn't last. Shows from my generation are the shows that they clamor for to come back, that do come back, and more often than not, if they come back aimed at kids, they're insulted, they're terrible. But if they come back aimed for an audience that knew the original, that have grown and understood more of what the original was saying, what the world that it was creating would really look like, then if it grows and matures with its audience, then they're wonderful. Like, there's not many examples of that, of course. The only one I can think of is, I can think of at least 2 shows from when I was a kid, about the same time. One was a little bit later than the other, but still, that came back later, like more recently. One of them, and they didn't do it quite as good because the people watching them had grown up, and there was still shows aimed at kids. So there was a lot of talk of like, this isn't as good as I remember. But it's like, yeah, the stuff we watched wasn't that good. It's just we were younger, and since we were younger and less experienced, the things it talked about, the more weird stuff in it, hit us harder. But now that we're older and prepared for that stuff and used to seeing that stuff on an almost daily basis a lot of time with a more developed, focused media, you become numb to it. I'm from a time before really YouTube was a thing, technically. I'm talking about shows from around that time where YouTube was starting, or before YouTube was really a thing at all. Shows like the original Powerpuff Girls, the original Ben 10. I watched the original Ben 10. There's a character in the original Ben 10 that is viscerally terrifying, designed to be terrifying, designed to be psychologically damaging. There is a scene in the original series of Ben 10 where a character, a villainous character, literally kills himself out of abject fear at the sight of one of Ben's aliens. And that alien later on turns out to be a villainous, infectious monster that had just like, that killed or was like hunting the creator of the watch that Ben himself was using to turn into these creatures. That he only knew enough how to use 10 of them at a time for a majority of the series. And he would slowly unlock more. Sorry if I'm making this video hard to watch some with my movement, but I'm just circling when I'm thinking about it. Powerpuff Girls. It had episodes that dealt with deeply traumatic and painful psychological ideas and concepts and characters designed to feel pain just to live in essentially agony just from existence. Mojo Jojo is a tragic, painful character in the full universe of that original series. Sure, a lot of it came from the movie, which was written later, but still, his backstory hurts. You understand why they became what they became. You understand what they are. Him is an interesting concept. Concept in general, just the literal devil as an enemy for these superpowered young girls, very young, like children, like kindergarten or something, very young children. And yeah, they're just interesting concepts, but a lot of the shows were still crap. For every single ghost face, for every single ghost face or whatever frick he called it, you have other characters that are just nothings. They have no they have no personalization. They have nothing to them. They're just there to be there to use. Accelerate has like no character growth, nothing really to him. Forearms, you get a little bit of character growth in later iterations of it, but yeah, it's just meh overall. A lot of them, a lot of the Ben 10 aliens are just kind of meh. Some of them are really interesting and useful, but meh for a lot of them, or too specific. One of them's just literally like a space dog. It's like a blind little dog monster. It's really good at fighting, but it's a space dog. That's what it is. And Powerpuff Girls, the him thing, there's aspects of that seem almost anti-transgender coded, that make it a little bit difficult to watch nowadays without cringing a little bit, aspects of it. But there's horrific psychological trauma some characters undergo in those series and things that would never be showed today because they'd never make it past like a sensitivity hearing or bureau that we have to have nowadays. And that's why a big part of why those shows are so impactful, are so remembered, is because they didn't know and they didn't really care as much about the impact it would have. They were able to do more. They were able to make something more impactful because they didn't have to worry about someone. They didn't really worry as much back then as about someone complaining about it impacting them. That's a lot more common nowadays, is the mindset of complaining when something impacts you. When something impacts you in a way that you perceive as negative, we tend to complain about it now. So it's a lot more dangerous to make those vast philosophical or more deep aspects to these shows, especially if they're aimed towards children. Because if someone disagrees with it, if someone is upset by it, that's all the profit that you would get from that episode is poured into mitigating that issue. So you don't make that issue in the first place by being too tame, by being too friendly. There's a couple of shows that bounce around that and get around that in very clever ways, very well done ways. And there are some shows nowadays that are even more impactful than the ones back then, but they're aimed generally towards a slightly older audience. Because a lot of the shows I'm talking about, these were shows for 7-year-olds, shows for 8-year-olds, 6. Powerpuff Girls, I think, wasn't even TV-wise 7. I think it was just Y. So it was just for kids. And it dealt with some horrific things at times. Imagery was messed up in some of those episodes. Psychological trauma and stuff being shown in such a way to someone that young. It's stuff that, in retrospect, it really flavors how you interact with those concepts later in life. One of the things that made me want to talk about this, that I was getting to initially before going on that rabbit hole of older television concepts. Because I haven't watched the modern stuff. I don't know how much it touches on those things, but I would entirely understand for the reasons I talked about if it avoided most of those topics, if it avoided any of that, even coming close to any of that. The show that made me want to, that I thought of, made me want to talk about it, was Samurai Jack. The ending wasn't the best. I will say the ending wasn't really. It ended, but there was a hint of dissatisfaction with just the feeling of that ending. The world that was created by it, the impact of that ending was dark, but it. Thinking back on the original show, there's things about it that were dark, that it wasn't afraid to be dark about things because of the world that he was thrown into. In the original run of Samurai Jack, I distinctly remember one episode in particular. There's a couple episodes I remember in particular, but there was one episode that the entire episode was focused on a robotic minion, a robotic guy sent to kill him. The entire episode was from his perspective. And you realize what is actually happening. Why everyone's attacking him. What's doing that? Because, like every single robot he goes up against, it gets broken. It gets slashed to pieces and explodes. Like every single robot he fights. The same end. And you just spent 15 minutes getting to know this guy's life, loves, and hopes. And knowing that it was all for nothing. Because he wasn't the hero. He was a throwaway minion of the villain. And he knew that himself going into it. But he needed to take that chance for someone he loved. The worst part about it is because since he failed, that thing he loved is probably gone as well. He didn't even save it. His death didn't save it. If anything, his death sealed its fate. Yeah. That episode has stuck with me essentially my whole life. I don't know what it's called specifically. I don't know if it was season 1, 2, or whatever, how many seasons it was on that original Cartoon Network run. Because this was the original Cartoon Network run. This wasn't the Adult Swim return. This was the original run. They had this character for one episode. We got to know him in almost his entirety, and then he was gone. Yeah. On that note, sorry to make it such a bummer to finish this off. This has been a very up-down stream for me in general. But I have a lot of work to do that I'm probably not going to be very talkative during. So I'm going to throw these in there so I get the next Copper Singularity. Then I'm probably going to... I'm probably going to jump off in a little bit. Like I said I would. But before I got distracted and talked about shows from when I was a kid. That stuck with me. Stuck with me and influenced the way I think about a lot of things. You wouldn't expect a show about a samurai being flown hundreds of years into the future to really touch on the morals and ethical implications of these heroes who slaughter minions just doing what they're told to do without a second's thought. I don't know if that show left an impact in other people as much as it did on me. I don't know if they took away what I took away from it. Probably not, honestly, because what the real takeaway should be just the horror of what Aku is doing to these people, and how Jack is saving them from these fates and this type of thing. But that episode was not. Jack was not the hero in that episode. Jack was not the hero. There wasn't one. The main character wasn't a hero either. It was an episode about people doing the wrong things for the right reasons. And having to live with it. And having to live and die because of it. That's getting close. What's Nico doing? Nico's getting close, but it's not going to get there. Silver's getting close, but it's not going to get there. On that very happy note, I don't know the next time I'm going to stream. I have a lot of work to do, a lot of busy work to do, and a lot of bullshit work to do. But next time that oh god, I got to do the level 2 rings several times over too. That instability was so annoying to deal with. I don't know the next time I'll be on. Might be tomorrow. Probably be tomorrow at the earliest. I don't expect to go on again tonight. So, if you watched the VOD, because literally no one watched this live, thank you. Hopefully you continue to derive something from me doing this monotonous and random stuff and just rambling every now and then. I will be back eventually.